What's up, guys? I'm back. I took a little break, but I'm back, right? My end times preachers, right? To all my end times preachers, you probably asking, what is an end times preacher, Chris? An end times preacher is a preacher that preaches during the end times. And guess what time we're in, guys? We're in the end times. So therefore, if you're preaching, pastor, preacher, teacher, or something, right? You're preaching currently, you are by default a end times preacher. So I'm talking to you, right? End times preacher. So what's an end times preacher that don't talk about the end times? Which is probably most of y'all, because y'all don't like to talk about it. End times preacher that don't talk about the end times is like a dog that don't bark. It's like a duck that don't quack. It's like a cat that don't meow. It's like a horn that don't blow. So listen, you end times preachers. Listen at what the Lord says about you, right? So we're going to go to Luke 12:41 through 48. Section is called Rewards and Punishment, right? So 41, Lord, Peter asks, are you telling this parable to us or to everyone? So Peter is confused, right? The Lord, above this, the Lord went over a parable about his return. And Peter's confused and asks him, Lord, who are you talking to? Right? And the Lord answers him with another parable, right? And let's read that parable, right? The Lord said, who then is the faithful and sensible manager his master will put in charge of his household servants to give them allotted food at the proper time, right? So who is this sensible manager the Lord has put in charge of his house? What is the Lord's house called? The church, right? Then it says to give them food at the proper time. Who gives food every week at the church? Pastors, preachers, end times preachers, right? Right. So, at the proper time, right? So what time are we in, guys? We are in the end times. So, right. You have to give them end times food. It says, blessed is that servant whom the master finds doing his job when he comes. Truly, I tell you, he will put him in charge of all his possessions, right? So that's your reward, end times preachers. If the Lord comes back in